How's it going, everybody? Button here, and I'm going to teach you guys some really cool ways to deal with cap pressure, find the opportunities for good games, and generally really improve your heavy tank gameplay. Last time I showed you what you can do on a counter. This time I want to show you what you can do in Supremacy. In this game, they're going to have one med and six tanks that can go with the heavy side, four heavies and two TDs, which means that I just want to feel it out. They could go anywhere. Kron, Chieftain, Yo, Minnow, Proj. They all have really good gun depression. They're all like good field tanks. So they definitely could play C. They definitely could play A. I want to keep an open mind. And one cool thing that you could do on this map is you can kind of just play under the gun line and get like good information, good spotting in, and letting your team know where they are. And I see that my team hasn't spot anyone in field, which only means one thing. They're definitely on A, they're definitely in their spawn, and you just and now I want to capitalize on that. I see this Progetto here. I'm just thinking about how I want to play this. I maybe should have been aiming him, but I kind of was thinking if there's anyone in the TD spot that I could shoot. But I probably have been shooting the projector here. Anyways, I dropped down. The reason why I didn't want to use the ledge, because I thought I was going to get shot by something really random that I didn't see yet. No one else is unspotted, so I kind of wanted to choose a safer spot. Going to the ditch just seemed safer for me. And I just want to feel it out. I'm going to go for a little hesh peek. It misses. I only splash him, and I'm gonna bleed so much for this. Like in like 10 seconds with these autoloaders, I lose like 1700 hit points. That's enough to kill basically a tier 10 medium. But luckily, I'm in a BC75 and I'm in a perfect tank for this. I do get the hash roll into the Progetto here, and that's going to really set things up for me. That's because no one is proxying me, and I know for a fact my team is pushing their spawn. That means I only need to worry about what's on A cap and what's to my right. And when this happens, I can put in a nice, very well-aimed shot, very carefully aimed into the yellow. I don't have to snap it, I don't have to do anything too crazy, and I can just do what this thing is good at. I can reset my camo and peek. Unfortunately, though, we are kind of pressed for time. Double caps, even with 2 kills up, is not the trickiest. Now the Minotaur does me a huge favor here. It actually knocks out one of the tents in front of me, so that means I can go for some really nice HE shots. And now that my tanks are pushing the left side, I kind of really need to start focusing on the middle. The Kron's in cover, and I see the Minnow. He's not really paying attention. I think I have a headshot in, but I just miss it. I don't think that was penable with AP, so I was very happy to try and risk it. I could have used normal HE to splash it, but in any case, I'm thinking about this Kron next. He's starting to peek out. There's a tent in the way, so I have to use AP. Otherwise, I would have used Hash on the lower plate, and that would have been more. But in any case, a 2-shot with AP and a 2-shot with Hash is the same thing for me, and I'm very happy to beat him. Now the cap's at 800. I am getting a little worried. I go for this peek here. The Yo's pulling back. I don't exactly know where the Minotaur is. Minotaur is to my right. I go for a little Hesh roll here on the side of the turret. That one splashes. The Yo's trying to peek up for me. I'm not going to give him a shot because I'm still reloading. And I really need these tanks on the right to start dying now. We did a good job pushing the tanks on the left. And now I'm looking for this Yo bleed. I missed the shot. It was a tricky shot to hit. This Chieftain's still healthy. And now I'm thinking about how I'm going to step into the B cap. Because we need to slow down the caps. And I see an opportunity here. I'm going to go in. The Chieftain's not really looking. I have a head shell loaded. I don't have it. But this Yo crests up. I put in a nice 800 roll in. And I'm going to start pulling back. I am a one-shot. If I die, the team loses. But now, if I die, the team's okay, but I'm worried about the Chieftain randomly stabbing to his left. He kind of does it here. When he pulls back, I'm going to go for the peek, because I really want this damage. Put a nice little quick shell in, and that's how you handle these late game caps. They're very scary when you're in double cap, so always pay attention to the caps, and keep aware of your surroundings. Even when you lose 1700 hit points, not all is lost. That was a good game. A lot of people haven't been playing the BZ75, so 4K mastery, very doable. And yeah, now on to the next game here. I want to show my 57 heavy This was another game where I was pressed for caps. You definitely get to see how I've been handling a lot of these cap games, a lot of cap pressure. And Supremacy is a great way for you to get your masteries. Middleburg's a very interesting map for this tank. I was wondering if my team was going to go hill or town. I generally prefer hill on north side. There's a spot that you can use to really get an advantage on the hill fight engagements. But town is also fine. You can get an early reset into town just simply being in your spawn. It's near where the tree is actually. And now they're looking at Cat B. So I have a feeling that some of them are in town. There could be some on the hill, not too sure. And there is a 268 crossing up. So definitely, I'm expecting to see like a med or two on the hill. Generally speaking, when a TD's cross up to the hill, that means that there's generally meds on the hill. But now that I know there's a tank in B, there's a bit of an overload situation here where we have like our whole team going hill and they're looking at cap A. So I was thinking we probably need to make this quick. And the SCB1 not playing the outside lane means I could get here very safe, and I'm going to, well, make his life worse. I see the S1 turning on. I know it's go time. I'm gonna put 2 in, and I'm just gonna reload here. I didn't really think I wanted to chase for the third shell, and now I'm gonna start worrying about what's on my right. Because I know our left side's basically secure, and I just need to focus on what's on my right. I'm so concerned of this, in fact, that I don't actually cap the base until a lot later. Just because I don't really value the cap in this moment, but I do see the Yo coming in. I'm gonna put a quick shell into him and get the cap. Well, the 62 is going to help me with it, most likely. So we get the cap in. I have 2 shells in. I kind of want something to happen very soon. But the moment I'm going to start making my decision to drive down is when I'm going to hit my reload button, and I'm just going to move on. But I just really want to fill this out right now. It's like, I don't really think it's my time. I don't know where the E4 is. I don't really know where the Yag is. And I see the E4 on the cross. I'm going to put 1 into him. It's not the best trade, but for better position, 500 versus 640, it's not the end of the world. And I'm going to go into this pile of houses here, so that way I always know I have cover. I want to be really safe. I see this Yad that's out in the open, so maybe I could put shots into him. I'm kind of just waiting for him to give me a signal of some sort. I really want him to go away. Now I see this Yo, put 1 into him, always pick up the kills. The Yak's still not looking, so I'm going to put in a tracking shot here. Always go for the tracking shots, that way you can help out your team, and it's going to do so well for you. Like, I even get 1.5k assistance for that. I'm sorry, 1.1k assistance for total. I misspoke there. Now, I got tracked, and I was wondering if what really shot me, but then I realized it's a Kron. I haven't seen him in a little bit, so I definitely know it's him. Now I see this STB1 coming. My Clips is about coming back, so I'm going to put 1 into him, another 1 into him, and a third one. Now you see why I go for these track shots. It really messes with them. Now, just similar to the last situation, we have a double cap spray. Luckily for us, our team is capping B, and the cap goes through, but I'm really worried about them capping out. So I drive across once the E4 is headshot. I'm going to put 2 into him. But oh, I died there. Oh, it's so unlucky. I really wish my teammates pushed up and helped me there, but that's what you get for like being aggressive and like creating space for your team. In any case, my teammates do like a pretty good job of closing this game out. I was pretty okay with it. And yeah, like overall, just like I think if you don't panic on caps and you just like go for good plays that make sense, that will definitely help you out. Another ace, 1.4k assisted, 4,400 on the board, almost 4,500. And yeah, that was a really chill game. Now this next game I want to show you is on Vineyards. Now finally I can show you guys a game where we have the cap lead and everything's going kind of okay. That is because on Vineyards we get the south side, and the south side's definitely the good side for this map. We have on our team a random collection of tanks. I'm actually the only heavy tank in this game, surprisingly enough. 3 TDs, 3 meds on our team. They have 4 meds and 2 TDs and a tier 9 heavy tank. So I kind of want to play safe. I'm just gonna go step into B cap here, and I'm just really just waiting for things. I see the Batchet in town. I I mean, I guess a Batchet can go anywhere. So once I'm done with B, I'm actually gonna try and carry as much map control as I can for this team. That means I'm gonna like push under the ditch and just generally see what I can find. So I'm gonna do exactly that. I think the Kennedy one crossing into ruins and the Batchet's playing towns. Like, what kind of backwards game am I playing in? That's what happens when you play Brady sometimes. You just get the weirdest interactions with them all. I did E4 here. I put a nice quick shell in. I see the Batchats in town in ruins. Like I can barely process it, so I put a shot into him. It's just, I mean, I don't know what to say. It's like a lot of these people are just playing weird positions. I look for the cons, the Kennedy one here. And I'm just looking to my right. There's a T95 there. I'm definitely concerned. Batchet puts a shot onto me. K91 puts a shot onto me, and I'm just so sad that this happened. Look again to my right, and the T95 is pushing. Like, what is going on in this game? Thankfully, he doesn't look to me. So I'm going to actually do what I do best. Go for another tracking shot. I keep on saying this every single time. Tracking shots are so huge. They ruin people. They just actually ruin them. I gotta put a quick shell in, and now this is K91's pushing. I was a little surprised he did that. I have TD help. I have help from the meds, and this tracking shot misses. I was super sad. I try to get hold down, and I see him push up still, and I'm just like, what's the point? He's the Scott Johnson in my upper play here, maybe my lower play. And now he's cycled out. I am going to make sure he's paid for that. There is a cost to farming me. Our Batchet's coming in. He misses the first shot. He puts in the second, and I'm going to pick up the kill here. Now, I think the Batchet is looking to run. I see that this STB1 is here, and I'm going to put pressure on him too. I see that he shoots. I have time. I'm going to put a quick shell in. And now I can really start working this bridge line. Even though I'm 500 hit points, I don't really care. I'm going to make something happen. The SCB-1 puts in a HESH shell in. Wait, no. An HE shell. I almost forgot. SCB-1 doesn't carry those HESH rounds. Just imagine how crazy that would be if the SCB-1 had HESH. Oh, scary. Anyways, I am just waiting for something to happen, because if I get spotted from a bat clip booster, I have less than 2 seconds to react to it. So now that the Batchet has pushed up, I'm going to cap A. By getting these cap points in, I'm really trying to guarantee that I get a Supremacy ace. The Batchet is coming back. I'm going to put a quick shell in. I'm going to try to do good for my team here, but unfortunately, the Batchet with clip booster does get the kill. The Batchet is going to use the rock to escape. I think that's a good move on his end, but the Hori clutches up, gets the kill in, and I don't know if he's able to survive. He does. Now, there's 825 on caps on our end. That means I need to hurry up this time if I want any more damage. So I'm going to go in, and I'm going to see if the Dino's still in town. He is. And if the STP-1 is in field still. He is. I'm going to put a quick shell in. The Hori picks up the kill. And now this Nino here is in front. He's going to look to me. I'm going to give him an easy side shot. I don't really care. And I'm going to put this one in. That's 4,400 on the board. Very nice game. I was very happy with that. I did what my team needed. They needed caps. I got the caps. My team needed some spotting and assistance. I did that. Now, when my team needed the damage, I was more than happy to help. And all these things will help you get these good games in your heavy tanks. I was so happy with the result. And in the Concept 1B on Southside Vineyards, I knew that this game was definitely in my favor. Southside Middleburg allows you to use your gun depression and just cook. Now, this game I was definitely not happy with. Port Bay is one of my least favorite maps in the game right now. I don't like it. I never like how this map goes. And I see that my 30B is not going to the corner like he should. He's flanking around. I have no idea. And my Sheridan is on the middle of C-cap. Like, but when you're a med on Southside Port Bay, just go corner. Just go to the corner. It's so easy. You just go to the corner. My Yo is coming in, and I see that the Sheridan's on the cab. I'm going to put a quick shell in. And unfortunately, this Sheridan is dead because he He just didn't know. Like, I don't think he knew. He's gonna bleed a lot for this. Look at this. He is definitely not in a good spot. Now the Yo's bled, and it's like at this point, this is just this game looks lost to me. I'm gonna put a quick HE shell in, 44 damage is better than nothing, and like my mouse, like he can't cross up because the meds are at C, and luckily we have a 30 B in their spawn, so yeah, and the 268 is flanking behind. It just looks really stupid. Anyways, put a quick shell into the Sheridan here. He's made a mistake. Like, what's with the med players on port bay? Please, just go to the corner. Like, this is not difficult. Anyways, I'm looking to put a cupola shot. I'm gonna have to really aim this one in. We definitely get it. I'm super happy. Like, overall, like, when your team around you is in bad positions, don't put yourself in a bad position. I'm just gonna relax, put in an AP shell. Also, that was heat. I'm gonna put a heat shell in. I didn't have the confidence to pen it, but yeah. I see that this Kron has died. I'm gonna put a quick shell into the AMX M4. It's about time I start trading for hit points. Lower play. Thankfully, I have this mouse behind me who definitely doesn't know what I'm trying to accomplish here. I'm trying to farm this dude, and he's not letting it happen. I'm hoping the mouse eat the shots from me. He definitely does. I'm gonna pick up the kill. And now it's my time to farm the VK90. Thankfully, my mouse doesn't really know how to do damage. So I'm just going to put another lower plate shot in. And this VK90 is kind of in a really bad spot because the moment he pushes forward, he gets farmed. If he pulls back, he still gets farmed. So it's just over for him. I was surprised the mouse managed to pen that. I had no faith in him. And now I just want to turn to the Rhino and the VZ here. They got more hit points. And I want to make use of that fact. I'm definitely not a fan of the situation because if I peek too aggressively, I just eat like 1,000 damage for free. But I want to start trading, so there's definitely one into the Rhino. I'm going to pull back and just reload my shells. I know I'm letting the Rhino reload as well, so it's kind of a fair-ish trade. I was not expecting the WZ that shots there. I definitely should have just waited till I reloaded, but I was just so focused on just getting the damage that I just didn't care at that point. I see this Amex 30 being like he's definitely could be a problem. I was definitely like thinking about it. I'm gonna let the Rhino reload again. Definitely not a fan. And this mouse is coming in, and I'm so worried for him because, like, given from what I see, like, I know he's not the best player, and, like, my engine's damaged. Like, his driving is just so bad. Thankfully, this WZ makes a huge mistake trying to peek up. And I don't like how this mouse is driving. It just annoys me. Like, what are you doing? And then he gets this really nice shot into this MX30B here. I'm shocked that he gave him it. And I tell the mouse that he needs to start moving or like do something that isn't like totally irritating me. The Rhino goes for the peak. We put 2 in. And that's a really nice game in the AMX M4 MLE to finish things off. Sometimes, like in the BZ game, you want to put yourself in the craziest position. Other times in the MLE, you really want to save your hit points until the end and make sure you don't waste them. In any case, Blitz is a very situational game, and I took 4 heavy tanks in a number of situations. Hopefully, you were able to learn something from them. I hope you have a great day and have a good night. Thank you so much. And yeah, happy taking.